Let's talk about burnout and the pattern beneath it, because burnout isn't failure. Burnout is feedback. Feedback that a loop belongs in your container, not in your hands. That has been the theme this week across everything I've shared. On LinkedIn, we talked about why burnout is not your fault. And on Medium, we named it for what it really is, a loop problem, not a you problem. Now, here's what that really means. Burnout isn't weakness, it's misassignment. Loops don't belong in your hands, they belong in your system. And when you make that shift, sovereignty replaces shame. Now, this week also marks a shift in my own rhythm. I needed to make a shift for myself. I'm still in recovery from an accident that took more out of me and more time than I ever expected. Healing has its own pace, and I am learning to honor that. I'm being a little stubborn with it, but that's why I'm simplifying. And it's not to shrink, but to stay clear and steady while I heal. You will still see me in these social media streets, but the cadence is changing to protect clarity and capacity. And here is what that looks like. On Mondays, you'll continue to get the LinkedIn newsletter for the big idea. On Wednesdays, if you're on my email list, you'll get the email reflections that I'll be dropping from behind the scenes. Then on Fridays, you'll get my medium deep dive into systems and sovereignty. Sundays, we will close out the community for free that we've been having on Reddit all week with a reflection and a community call in. Everything else you'll see from me, whether it's on another social media platform than the one you're hearing this on, it will be these spontaneous live insights, the real-time human moments that deserve space to breathe. It may not align with the theme for the week. It may be just me popping off about something that I've heard about, read about, researched, and want to share with y'all. Because quite frankly, leadership isn't about keeping pace, and it certainly isn't always about being a thought leader. Sometimes it's about redesigning rhythm when life demands it. And when I took a look at how long it takes for me to curate content that I am intentionally putting out there for a specific reason, it was taking a lot out of me, not just my nervous system, but also my body as I'm trying to heal from this accident. And so I needed to redesign. That made sense. And that's what happens with systems. As you change, your systems need to change. So as we close out this week, I want you to ask yourself, what part of your system is asking to bend before it breaks? And how can you redesign your rhythm to hold you through what's next? Because stability isn't silence, it's strategy.